ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of the McBasketcast. Today's episode is episode number 8. Shout out to Dale Jr. And today for this episode, I promised him that if he got a top 10 at the Essex, Kansas race, that I would let him come back on the show. And he delivered. So, ladies and gentlemen, here he is, Mr. Braden Koriath once again.
Wow, what's up, man? Here we go.
Oh yeah, you're
How
back.
we doing?
We're so back. We're doing great. It's a.
I'm in fact back.
Yes.
I'm a big. Want to say to the people at home, I'm a big Tristan Grace fan. This guy's wonderful. He's a big fan of mine. I'm a big fan of his. You know, I think we're gonna do some fantastic stuff in the future. This is a great guy. This is someone that you'd want kids with.
But whoa, hold on a second. Yeah, I mean, I guess if you want that. But
that's just me.
To each their own there, man. Whatever. But we're gonna go ahead and get started by diving into our first segment that everybody knows. It's called Just Last Week. And so on Sunday and Saturday we had the Cup and Xfinity Chicago Street races. SVG, of course, won the Xfinity race on Saturday, and then Sunday's race, we had a rain delay because, water, I guess. I don't know. I mean, it's a road course. You can use rain tires.
That's usually how that happens.
I don't quite understand why that's, why we can't just, have standing water on the track and have couple inch deep puddles so drivers will just hydroplane it and fucking go head first into the tire barrier. But I mean, I prefer that. That's exciting. I've been fiending for Maverick type wrecks since they've been gone. So I mean, NASCAR, if you would have just let them run, that would have been pretty based. No cap. And then,
I mean, that's certainly a take.
Yeah, of course.
That's definitely a take.
And then Alex Bowman won the Cup race on Sunday. Who gives a fuck? What's so funny?
I shit. I was just like, I kind of came in there with a super passive aggressive statement, and then you just went completely silent, and the levels of awkwardness went up super fast, and I just, it was pretty funny.
You are fucking geeked out right now, aren't you? You are geeked up playing Xbox all day.
Hey, listen, we're in the Kona studio, okay? We've got,
Oh yeah, we do.
There's things here.
We do have a few joints rolled up in here.
Nothing wrong with that.
I mean, me personally, I prefer joints over blunts, but you've got other people who rip those pens until the cart's fucking straight up empty, and every hit is just tastes like technology. And I mean, the yardage
tastes like technology. That's your buzzword of the day, or buzz statement.
Yes, just tastes like technology. I mean,
testing the technology.
They're fucking, their yarding tin is completely out of fluid, and they're just chiefing on straight data. I mean, just inhaling megabytes, motherfucker.
Megabytes.
Megabytes. They are chiefing
on
straight ChatGPT, dog.
Jesus Christ, man.
But yeah.
Anyways,
then Sunday we had the score race at Daytona. Me and Philliam Parker, we both jumped in a couple of Kona 2 cars and went out there. I led a few laps. I was probably one of the best.
Yeah, what happened?
Had the best.
Apparently, a car plowed you.
Dude. Let me fucking explain this shit to you. So I was trying to hit my F3 button. And if for those that don't know, I race on controller. So I have to take my hand
Oh, I didn't
completely
know
off.
that.
I have to basically, I can either keep steering or hit my F3 button. And so we're going down one of the straightaways into the trioval, and so I hit my F3 button because like, oh, we're on a straight, you know. Well, my car goes below the yellow line. Dallas Shake had been on my ass the entire night, or that entire run after the pit cycle, and so I was like, so they were right there, and I just came up and turned myself off the front of Dallas Shake. Car would have been fine for the most part. Would have had to get new tires and stuff, but until Flandre fucking Wilson just comes flying in and decides to just plow the shit out of me. I mean, not like that.
Well, that's
Not
how
in
that
that
goes.
sense, but not in that sense, but see if I can turn my audio up again here. But you know, not in that kind of sense,
Sure,
but
in that sense.
in
You
the
sure?
sense that in the sense that fucking um shit.
Deep breaths. Deep breaths.
Yeah,
Deep
just
breath.
they did not slow down. They did not slow down until they were 100 feet from my car, and then they're like, "Oh, I'm gonna let off the throttle now." Just straight up T-boned me. Car was just killed, and
Oh
a really
man.
good car on the day. We had a really good car on the day, so that was
Well,
just
hey,
stupid
at least
unfortunate.
uh, at least your day didn't end as early as mine.
Oh yeah, you
Um,
like died on
well,
lap one or whatever.
my day didn't end. I mean, I finished third, so my day didn't end. But like, I was out of contention for the win for pretty much the entire race. If I ever got up front, I dropped to the back immediately because my car was damaged, yada yada, etc. But on like lap 2, I'm in like the back of the pack, and me and Crystal Bennett are side by side, and she just like gets loose. It's like what Dale Jr. does to people at Daytona off of turn 4. He fucking gets loose off of 4 and then turns down into someone.
Oh
Um,
yeah, Dale is known for that.
that basically happened. And yeah, I got smoked, and I went tumbling into the inside wall, and I smacked it really hard, and that was pretty much it. And then I rode around for a while and managed to finish third
Wait, you got third out of that?
after Phil Parker went on a killing spree.
He did. He did.
What?
It was a whole war in the score general chat after that race.
Yeah, it was interesting.
Yes, uh, yeah, good outing for Kona 2 that race. Very good,
Could
very
have been better.
nice.
We had a win, but then it was vacated pretty quick.
Oh wait, he did. It was vacated.
Yeah, no, he didn't get the win. You didn't see it?
What the?
Yeah,
No, I haven't
he got
checked score all
disqualified.
day.
He got disqualified.
Oh shit. Oh, never mind. Not a good day for Kona 2. Vacated win like USC in the early 2000s, and then I get wrecked out after having one of the best cars all day. That sucks. It sucks being a super speedway merchant because you only get like 2 shots every season to go out and, you know, win a race. Have a
I'm
really
not
good
gonna lie,
shot at
man. You're
winning a
pretty you're
race.
pretty hardcore on speedways.
Dude, I don't know what it is. I mean, how are people bad at super speedways? How you have to actively be trying to be bad at super speedways.
Well, that's I mean, there's a few people I can name off that aren't very good. But I won't. But I won't,
Yes,
because that's rude.
yes, that would be rude to call people out on this super popular NR 2003 podcast, Braden. How could you do that?
Bro. It's not that funny. It's really not. But it's funnier
It's
than it
kind of
seems
funny.
because of the state I'm in. It's not as funny as I make it out to be. That was pretty funny.
It's mildly comedic. That's it. I just want my audio at a nice consistent. Oh, the fuck. If any of you computer nerds out there know how to keep microphone properties at the same level, That would be great. That would be great because
We need a
mine.
DJ in here to like just control the audio as you record.
Please do. We need
You gotta hire a
somebody.
DJ.
Like if I could try the microphone boost, but then to you I sound like I'm in a fishbowl, and it's super weird.
Yeah, no, it's really bad.
I don't know. I need to just get like a regular decent podcasting microphone, but I'm not willing to fork out the $30 for that right now because I could be buying a whole bunch of other cool shit. But where are we going? Yeah. So we had
Yeah, this is kind of the part where we just kind of
yeah,
it's
no,
like
no, no.
we're
We haven't got there yet. We haven't got there yet. We can yap after
not yet.
Wikipedia finds. We can yap after Wikipedia finds.
Wikipedia finds. Fuck
Yes,
yeah.
and then, but just to wrap up, just last week also, uh, what was it? Fucking Thursday. Thursday was July the 4th. Hope everybody had a great time. I was at a rodeo in Alabama, on July 4th. That was really fun.
Rodeo in Alabama.
Hell yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Got drunk outside the horse trailer with a couple of guys. We had fun.
Sounds like a good time to me.
Hell yeah, partner.
Hell yeah.
But
Hell yeah.
we're going to move on to our new segment that was introduced last week, called Wikipedia Finds, since I need something to replace Maverick Minute. And this is basically just where I go on a Wikipedia deep dive into random things and stuff. Of course, last week it was the Pitcairn Islands, and this week I actually have two things to talk
Double.
about in the double.
Double.
We have a double header of Wikipedia finds for you people. So last week I know I mentioned Reefer Sutherland after Dan had talked about this guy named Kiefer Sutherland, and I was like, oh, that might be where those guys got their band name from. But I apologize, I made an error. Reefer Sutherland is actually the song name. Is the name of a song by stoner doom metal band Bong Ripper. So I apologize.
Bong Ripper.
I apologize to all the stoner doom metal fans that I offended last week by saying that Reefer Sutherland was the band name. My bad. But to answer the question from last week, yes, they did get Reefer Sutherland from Kiefer Sutherland.
Interesting.
Rather interesting, I will say. Very interesting.
Speaking of stoner bands, dude, if you're at home, if you want a good stoner band to listen to, Jimmy's Chicken Shack.
Never heard of that one.
Well,
Jimmy's Chicken
they've
Shack.
got like a lot of monthly listeners on Spotify.
Jimmy's
Not too many, but
shout out
it's a good band.
shout
Okay.
out Jimmy's Chicken Shack. I'm pretty sure Robbie Gilvin plays for that band or something like that. Couldn't be bothered
Shut
to
the
remember.
fuck up.
Couldn't be bothered to remember Robbie's band
Shut
name.
the fuck
It's like,
up.
yeah, that's it. Robbie's gonna watch this episode and just be like, "You fucker," because he's actually trying to make decent music, but then we just call his band Joe's Chicken Shack or Jimmy's Chicken Shack.
Jimmy's Chicken Shack is a
Jimmy's
real
Chicken
fucking band,
Shack.
you douchebag.
Oh fuck, Robbie's
It's
band.
a real band.
Robbie's band is real too, and its name is now Jimmy's Chicken Shack.
Dude.
But so yes, the whole Reefer Sutherland thing has been settled. Was in fact named after Kiefer Sutherland. Turns out he was in A Few Good Men as well. I wish Dan had mentioned that movie that he was in, because I actually know that movie. It's really good. You think
I'm pretty sure he did.
You think he did?
I'm pretty sure he did.
Pretty sure
I think he did.
He was listing them off really fast, so I didn't really have time to process the movie titles.
I definitely named that off, like for sure.
But who fucking cares now? Who fucking cares now? The episode only got like 12 views as of right now, despite being a really good episode and having Dan Wilkins, kind of a big name. semi-big name in our community, and we
We'll see
get
how this
we get
episode
12
does, huh?
fucking views.
Well, hey, if this podcast gets over 20 views, you got to have me on again.
No, we're not doing that because hopefully this one gets over 20 views. I mean, over the first 7 episodes, between the Kona 2 cast and the McBasketcast, I have been averaging more viewers. In fact, the Jerry Cook episode is 4 views away from beating Kona 2 cast's record for most viewers on one episode. So it's a pretty tight bet.
Well, to be fair, that's Jerry Cook.
Yes, it is. I'm sorry, I
Yeah.
had to pull out the cheat code. I mean, this is just.
And you still can't beat it.
It's just the.
And you still can't beat it.
It's the podcast equivalent of you guys just bringing Robbie Gilvin to every race, and he just wins.
Hey, man. You're jealous, man. You're just projecting all your goddamn jealousy now.
I'm not jealous. I'm just saying.
What are the Wikipedia finds?
It's a nice friendly rivalry, Braden. It's a nice friendly rivalry.
Is it because you're bringing it up in the studio right now in my face? You're bringing it up to my face right now.
I'm just saying it. Just conversation led itself there, Braden. I don't know what to say. I'm not saying I didn't respect the Kona 2 cast.
Is there something you want to get off your chest, huh? Is there something you want to get off your chest?
Yeah, I want to get the fact that I hate the Kona 2 cast off my chest.
All right, there it is. You did it. There it is. I was waiting for it.
Kidding.
I had to squeeze it out of him, but there it is. No, you're not.
I'm kidding.
Nuh-uh. All right, Wikipedia finds.
Yes, continuing with. Holy shit, my microphone just maxed the fuck out right there.
That was really loud.
Well, can you hear it?
This is not a good DJ. You are not DJing it up right now.
I'm trying. Do I look like somebody that knows how to do fucking microphone properties right now? Like,
I mean, hell,
Jesus,
maybe.
man. But if I could just get it to stay at like a consistent sound level and not go back down to, level 9 out of 100, that'd be great. However, it's not doing that. But moving on to more Wikipedia finds after those technical difficulties once again. Today's it's about nuclear bombs. Nuclear bombs, ladies and gentlemen. We love nuclear bombs. So, I'm going to start it off. I'm sure everybody here that watches this show has probably heard of the Tsar Bomba, largest detonation ever by humans, 50 megatons. 50 megatons. Massive explosion. Well, I did some digging, and I have found the actual government name of the bomb. And it is hilarious. You're not going to expect what the name of it is. So, well,
what am I about to hear?
This is the official CIA name for it. So, according to the U.S. government, this is the name of the bomb. Largest thermonuclear detonation ever. This fucker's name is Joe 111. 50 megaton nuclear bomb, and the CIA decided to make its U.S. government name Joe 111. So
Joe,
they named that fucker Joe.
Your name is Joe, man. You're powerful.
The CIA sometimes.
That just gave the name Joe like a lot of credibility. I feel like.
It does, exactly. Shout out to all the Joes.
Like if your name is Joe, you're kind of a badass now.
Joe Nemechek now? You feel pretty cool.
Oh, for sure. I mean, yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah.
But everybody still knows that bomb's name as the Tsar Bomba. But Continuing
I
with
bet
nuclear
everyone
bombs.
at home, real quick, everyone at home, dinner for tonight. Listen to this. We got Greek chicken and rice.
I cooked subpar hamburger helper.
Well, I mean, you got it, man. Hamburger helper slaps.
I mean, it for some reason it's very hit or miss. I could use the same flavor like 10 times, and sometimes it's going to be a little bit less flavorful, and then the next time it'll be like, oh, this is fucking good. It's really fucking good. But this time it just hit. I mean, it missed.
Well, that's really unfortunate.
Yeah, but going from lame bomb names to some super cool bomb names. So, it's 1952. We are at Etowitak Atoll in the Marshall Islands. And the US is doing the Ivy tests. And so the way that nuclear tests go for these names is you've got the test name for which is in this case is Ivy, and there are a bunch of different nuclear individual explosions within each test, and those explosions are named individually and they're called shots. So earlier in the test you had Shot Mike, otherwise known as more popularly known as Ivy Mike. It was I believe it was the first thermonuclear explosion by the U.S. Yeah, it was the first successful one by the U.S. So you had Ivy Mike, otherwise known as Shot Mike, and then so Ivy Mike just fucking vaporized the island that was below it. By the way, just imagine, you know, fucking Eisenhower or whoever was in office at the time is just like, Corporal, you see that island over there? And Corporal's like, yes, sir. Yes, sir, Mr. President. And he's like, I don't fucking want to. And so they just fucking vaporized an entire island off the earth. Globes after 1952 no longer had that island on there.
What the fuck?
Yeah, just fucking vaporized the island. It was so cool. Shout out to Ivy Mike. But the one after that,
That's kind of fucked up.
oh, who cares? It was an uninhabited island of the South Pacific. Do you know how many there are? How many islands there are like that?
What if there was like a sick ass like family of something living there?
That's what happened to it.
I
You
did you fart?
no, did you sit down?
What?
I made an explosion noise and you said, "Did you fart?" I said, "No, did you sit down?"
What?
I'm implying that you're a fat fuck, Braden. That's what. Who's eating fucking Greek chicken or whatever for dinner?
I only I I only weigh 160.
That's still 5 pounds heavier than me.
Well, go fuck yourself.
But then again, I mean, I also weigh like six. I mean, I'm also like 6'4", so you know, I'm pretty skinny, which I don't like that. Like I'm going to do a bit of social commentary for a second. It Can we start like treating the saying, you know, you're so skinny the same way as someone would say, you know, you're so fat? Like it's an insult as well. Like, I'm sorry, I can, you know, eat a full pan of hamburger helper for dinner and not gain a single pound. But I'm sure those people that are, you know, like 280 and 5'3", you know, they can definitely help that shit. I can't. I can't help. So if you tell people, "Oh, you're so skinny," go fuck yourself. Where were we? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, fucking nuclear tests. Of course. God,
Hey, if you're watching at home
this show
and
is
you agree with
so
what he just said,
stupid.
go fuck yourself.
If you're watching at home and you like Braden Koriath more than me, go fuck yourself.
Hey,
I could just give you. At this point, people probably do like you more than me. You bring a lot more energy from that one time you were on, and people are probably just gonna love you. It will just
listen.
rebrand it to the Braden Koriath show. Braden Koriath
Dude,
gets his own fucking podcast. Oh, whatever. McBasketcast in shambles.
that's ridiculous. But I will say, okay, I will say that I feel like I bring more than other people.
I mean, you do, especially to the Kona 2 cast, and I try to be as energetic as you on most episodes, but it just doesn't hit the same. There's not as much laughs.
Hey, that's what we're here to do.
Exactly. That's what we've been trying to do the whole episode. Speaking of episode, we actually have to get something done around here. Um, yeah, back nuclear bombs, ladies and gentlemen.
Nuclear
Um,
bomb.
and then so you had Ivy Mike, and then you had um the shot after that, which is called. This is in when you think of it in the context of a nuclear bomb, it actually goes. It's one of the hardest names out there. Shot King. Shot King. I mean, that's
Shot
just
King?
yeah, Shot King. Like that. That's just a cool sounding name.
I'd agree. I'd agree. It's a pretty sick name. It's a pretty dope
Shot.
name.
Yeah, you just walk into a bar, and you're just like, yo, my name's Shot King. Yeah, that also vaporized an island. The Marshall
Man,
Islands went
it's
through a lot of
I don't know,
bullshit.
man. That's fucked up that you're into all that island vaporization.
Bro, it's not me that's into it. It's the U.S. that's into island vaporization.
I feel like if you were in the government though, you'd do it. You
Well,
would nuke an
yeah,
island, man. Like what if there's like a family of crabs living there, dude?
I mean,
You just
the U.S.
vaporize those
government, the
crowds,
U.S.
those
government
crabs.
shreds families of people over in the Middle East.
Well, you're not the one that thinks that's cool. You think that vaporizing a random island is cool though, with little fit crab families on them. You like killing crabs. You kill crab families. You're crab Hitler.
I once caught a case of the crabs one time.
Does anyone hear this at home? This guy hates crabs, man. This guy would kill a whole family of crabs, dude. It's ridiculous.
Uh,
Anyways,
more yapping, more subjects for yapping. I actually remembered this a few days ago. So back before, back when the McBasketcast was just a concept in my head, this was months and months and months ago. Like before the Kona 2 cast was even a thing. I originally came up with the idea for this style of show, just interviewing sim racing drivers, and I remembered the original name that I had for it. It was Long Live Sim Racers. So we
long live Sam.
Long Live Sim Racers. That was going to be the original name for it, but I completely forgot about it, and now we're stuck with the McBasket cast.
Well, so what is the McBasket? You've gotten to the point where like you describe the McBasket cast as like your accidental child that you tried to abort.
It was a product of just like a Friday afternoon of intense motivation. I was like, oh yeah, you know what? Fuck these Conan 2 podcast guys. They're not gonna let me on the show. Fine, I'll just make my own podcast. And so I booted up Audacity and made that first episode. And I got like one compliment on the show. It was like, this is pretty good for a first episode. Shout out to Zach Armstrong for that compliment, by the way. And I was like, oh man, people actually like this, and then I was like, okay, well, I really want to you know Jerry Cook was one of the guests that I really wanted to have on the show. And so I was like, you know what, let's just go for broke. Let's put this shit on the map. And luckily Jerry accepted the invitation to the show. And I mean, after that, the podcast just kind of blew up. I mean, 70 views now. It was crazy. And I guess that's really what put the podcast on the map was the Jerry Cook episode. So, Jerry, if you're watching this, thanks, I guess.
Poetic.
Very, very.
I'm kind of digging some romance in there too.
Oh yeah, we have like a thing going on the side. You know what I mean? Me and Jerry.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Kind of like how you and Connor are. We're secretly gay lovers.
What? Excuse
Nothing.
me. I know. I don't. What are you trying to say there?
No. I'm not saying anything. I'm not saying anything.
Oh, okay. Are you sure?
No. Hey, I'm not saying anything. I didn't say anything about you and Connor being gay lovers. What?
Anyways.
Can you tell? Can you people at home tell that we've run out of things to talk about already?
Well, dude, hold on. We got something to talk about right now.
Oh,
Actually, I was just about to bring up this
What is
topic.
it? Hold on. Hit us with it.
Xbox or PlayStation?
Xbox.
Wow. Well, there's not even a debate there, huh? I don't think there is.
Yeah, I mean, Xbox had the Forza franchise on it. That's basically the only reason I had an Xbox 360 was to get Forza Motorsport 4. And
All right.
um,
All right. That's cool. That's
yeah,
cool.
I mean, I know you
Now let's
guys.
really be honest.
What?
Let's really be honest. Top 5 breakfast cereals.
Oh, top five. I can't even name 5 breakfast cereals. Let's see here.
Where do you live, Iceland?
No, I just don't eat breakfast.
I don't either.
Straight up,
So.
most days I just don't eat breakfast because I, just wake up and immediately go to work. And then on the weekends, I just sleep until noon. Either that or I wake up at, 9 in the morning and just lay in bed till noon. So at that point, breakfast is
Yeah.
just already gone. But, let's see here. I guess number 5, I'm gonna go with Fruit Loops. Fruit Loops is all right.
Okay.
Then
Okay.
number four, controversial. Frosted Mini Wheats.
I mean, yeah, that's a hot take. That's for sure a hot take.
Number 3, I guess is gonna be Lucky Charms. Go with Lucky Charms for number 3.
Okay. Okay.
And then number 2, it's a close race between this one and number 1, but I gotta put this one at number 2. Sadly, Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Cinnamon Toast Crunch. It's
Oh,
great.
wow.
Yeah, I mean, it's really good. Don't get me wrong. Great breakfast cereal. But could be better. Which is why number 1 goes to my all-time favorite breakfast cereal, Honeycomb.
Oh, wow. I've never had that before, but oh man, putting that over Cinnamon Toast Crunch, I mean, that's widely considered as, I mean, the most unbeatable best cereal of all time.
Look, it's an upset for the ages, but I'm sorry, it's one of those
Oh,
cereals
I
that you can
understand it.
just
It's fine. It's
eat.
fine. I understand it.
You can just completely just eat it straight out of the box. You don't even have to pour a bowl of milk or anything like that.
Now let's be honest here. Number 5, give me Captain Crunch.
Oh fuck! I forgot that existed.
I mean, that's a great cereal, solid cereal. It gets the job done. I mean, it's such a fantastic cereal. It's such a great cereal. Um, number four. Number four. Fuck, dude. Frosted Flakes. Frosted Flakes in the four spot.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. I mean,
Frosted Flakes are so
that
good,
low
dude.
for Tony the Tiger. Wow, kicked him right in his tiger balls.
Um, you didn't even have them on your list, dude.
Because I've
Anyways,
never had Frosted Flakes before.
so number five, Captain Crunch. Number four, Frosted Flakes. Write this down if you're at home. Write this down if you're at home. Um,
I mean,
compare these lists online.
if you
Post.
hold on, I'm sorry, Braden. I just had to interrupt you. I just had a thing pop into my head. Nut in the hair of a girl who has dandruff. Call that Frosted Flakes. Moving on.
Oh. Okay. Anyways, compare our top five lists online and tweet us at McBasketcast.
We that reminds me. I should make a Twitter for the show. I mean, people
Tweet
usually don't give a
at.
shit about you unless you make a Twitter.
We'll be responding to your comments online
Absolutely,
next
absolutely.
week. Number three. Shit. Shit. Come on, what's something that I've totally eaten and fucked with super hard? Shit, man. Fuck, dude. Cheerios. Cheerios. Honey Nut Cheerios. There it is.
Mm,
Honey Nut Cheerios.
I,
That is my number three.
sorry, I gotta say, Honey Nut Cheerios are kind of overrated.
Well, you're just wrong. Okay, they're absolutely fantastic. You're just wrong. They come in that cool ass golden box too. That that dark gold, and they got the honey pouring off the thing, and it's just like it's so fucking dope, dude. It's so dope.
What
Anyways,
what the fuck is that thing even called, anyways? That the honey pours off of?
um, dude, I don't know.
Dude, if you know
I
the
don't know what they're
answer, what
called.
that like one thing that the honey pours off of on Honey Nut Cheerio boxes, please tell us because we have no fucking clue.
Number two. This is a cereal that nobody thinks or even recognizes as real cereal because it's just Rice Krispies.
Uh, I mean, mm, I mean, a lot of people more recognize it as like in the treat form, but I feel
Yeah, yeah.
it's still deserving of actually still being called a cereal. So you're
Dude,
not a
Rice
bad pick,
Krispies.
not a bad pick.
Well,
Underrated cereal.
Rice, Rice Krispies is a cereal for me is just so, dude, it's so eatable. And the way it just melts in your mouth and the little popping sounds it makes is, dude, it's just, I don't know. There's just something about it that is actually so crazy.
Yeah,
Rice Krispies are so good. And number one, it's Cinnamon Toast Crunch. I mean, just, it's not even a
I,
competition.
yeah, I mean, yeah. See,
It's,
cinnamon toast
dude,
crunch.
nothing will ever have that flavor, dude. It's just, it's on. Oops.
We just temporarily lost Braden Koriath.
I just went through his portal.
He went through a space time warp. His house got nuked by the government. They thought it was an
All right,
island.
that's the list. I'm gonna go do these dishes. Crangus McBasketball is about to hit y'all up with an ad.
All right, while Braden Koriath is doing his dishes right now, how about we give out an ad for uh, Velocity Racing League, owned by Zach Hillier. We're gonna have the link to that in the description. They use the DMR Cup 12 mod, which is the best mod ever made. And so they race on Saturday nights. You know, if you got nothing to do on Saturday nights, you know, if you're not seeing any women, of course you're not seeing any women. You're an NR driver. Why would you have anything else to do on Saturday nights? I mean, women fear you. Your family doesn't love you. You haven't taken a shower in 2 weeks. You know, why not just race VRL? VRL's the league for you. You can race with me and Braden Koriath and other big names like Zach Hillier. Connor Spradling. Braden Koriath again. Yeah. VRL, links in the description. So I guess I could right now while Braden's gone, I could talk about this that I do indeed have a big project in the works here. It's gonna be a sort of
Project.
video essay type video. Um,
How many times
I'm
did
putting
I just say? Can we get an instant replay on that? How many
what
times you just said video?
what
How did you just say video in like a 2-second interval? You just said like video something, video something, video something.
all I said was it's a video essay style video, and then you interrupt me, and I had to state it again. It's like video essay style video. It's a video, guys. Video essay.
Sorry, dude.
But
You just said video. I just had to point that out and make fun of you.
oh, I'm sorry. You startled me.
Anyways.
So yeah, I'm working on the script for that. Hopefully, if I actually get back to working on it, should be done by early August, maybe. Or sometime in August. But hopefully, you guys will enjoy that. I'm gonna put a lot of work into it. It's the first time I'm gonna be
Oh,
doing something big like that on YouTube.
got my
So
dick dancing.
looking forward to it. But Braden Koriath has returned. I just you missed my amazing plug for the VRL racing series. Owned
Oh
by Jack
wow,
Hillier.
that's cool. That's cool. It's cool. That's cool. Cool little plug.
All right, so I'm going to
Pretty much.
I'm going to take a page out of something I said earlier in the Kona 2 Productions Discord. We're gonna have 5 minutes to do Wikipedia research, and we're gonna come back in 5 minutes with it's actually going to be instantaneous for the viewing audience after I get through editing it.
It's
But
gonna be
we're gonna
magic, dude. It's gonna be fucking magic.
movie magic. But we're gonna come back in 5 minutes with a list of our top 5 favorite dictators.
What?
Yeah, top 5 favorite dictators.
What? Oh my god. Okay.
Or we could do serial killers.
We'll do dictators.
All right, okay.
All right, I'm ready to go.
Hold on, let me get the time. All right, and we are back after 5 minutes with our list of our top 5 favorite dictators.
Like anything can happen.
Or top 5 best dictators or whatever. I can't say you can't say you have a favorite dictator. Just best dictators. Because saying that somebody that
I don't think you can say. I don't think you can say best of dictators either. I mean.
No, I mean. You can kind of.
I mean, and either way, it's pretty messed up.
Whoever was best at dictating.
Okay, here. All right, here we go. Here we're going into it. Diving in head first.
All right, Braden, you start. You're gonna start with your number 5. I'll do my number 5. Then you number 4, whatever.
Number 5, I gotta go just classic Zhao Ming.
Who?
Zhao Ming.
Zhao Ming? Oh shit! That is a slept-on pick. That is
Zhao Ming, man.
Zhao Ming. I have no fucking clue who Zhao Ming is.
I don't think that's a real person.
No, I just looked it up. He's an internet personality, apparently. He's on Instagram. Go follow Zhao Ming on Instagram. It's at SGAGXIAOMING. Shout out to Zhao Ming.
Oh my.
Got any Zhao Mings out there?
Anyways, my actual number 5, Kim Il Sung.
Oh yes. Everybody talks about Kim Jong Un and Kim Jong Il A lot of people forget Kim Il Sung, the one that started it all. Great pick. Great pick. At number 5, I'm gonna have to go with um, one of the dictators of one of the biggest empires in history, or the biggest empire history at the time. Going with the classic Julius Caesar.
Oh,
You
I
know,
was gonna have him on my list, you douche.
I mean, he would have been up higher in my list. He would have been up higher in my list, but he only had a 5-year run. Um, he he got a bit overzealous. Wanted to be emperor for life, but he did some shit that caused his homies to turn on him, and and he got caught lacking. Et tu, Brute. So Braden, your number 4. Your number 4 pick.
At number 4, I gotta go. I feel like just a classic little smooth roll in. Um, Give me Joseph Stalin.
Really, Joseph Stalin at number 4.
Yeah,
That's
dude, I've got
wild.
some good ones ahead of him.
I mean, he's up, but he's like the one you think of whenever you think of dictator. Either him or Funny Mustache Man.
It's got to be Funny Mustache Man. Anyways, what's your 4?
Number 4, glory to the People's Republic. No, don't actually. I can't say that. I can't say what I'm gonna say because I would have the FBI knocking on my door after a joke. But um, you know, one one of the big dictators has one of the highest kill counts in history indirectly. Mao Zedong. Mao Zedong. He basically caused the Chinese famine and wiped out about 30 to 50 million people. And I mean
God damn.
that is insane numbers. He is the Wilt Chamberlain of dictators.
Okay.
I mean
Holy
that is
shit.
those are insane numbers right there. I mean whenever you just mismanage the country so bad, that's what you get. Chinese famine, they got rid of all the sparrows, and so basically without the sparrows to eat the locusts came in and just destroyed all the crops, and then China's just like, "Oh, we got no fucking food now." And then 30 to 50 million people starved to death as a result. So, I mean, that is incredible numbers right there for somebody who, you know, he he's not in the same conversation as Joseph Stalin and Funny Mustache Man, but he is one of the best. He's one of the best to do it. Underrated pick, you know, Bill
Okay.
Russell, Wilt
All right.
Chamberlain of dictators. So,
It's-
Braden, what's your number 3?
My number 3, give me Benito Mussolini.
Oh man, wow, that's a deep cut right there. I mean,
Yeah, that
he
dude's
was
pretty dope.
he was good at the time. He was good in the league at the time, but he was also going up against one of the all-time greats, Funny Mustache Man, and so I feel like his legacy gets overshadowed a lot. But the way he
But
died, that was pretty cool. He just got the shit beat out of him by the Italian citizens. That was cool. Um, but I mean, my number 3. In number 3, he's finally mentioned on the list. Funny Mustache Man. I mean,
Hell yeah.
he had what, a run from 1939 to 1945. 6-year run and putting up those kinds of numbers. It's interesting. I mean, he was fine until he overdid it on his French holiday in 1939. And then he had Britain on the ropes. He had freaking Britain on the ropes. They were just flying overhead straight up, just dropping shit on Britain. They were in their bunkers all the time. They British people still eat food like the Germans are flying overhead. Have you seen British food?
Yeah, pretty bad.
Yeah, just horrible, horrible. Please, Britain, He's gone. Funny Mustache Man is gone. Like it was over 90 years ago. We can move on. Wait, it wasn't 90 years ago. It was like what, 80? Almost 80 years ago. I don't know where 90 came from.
It was definitely a long time ago.
Yeah, but I mean, Funny Mustache Man, he had, Mussolini and Stalin as rivals at the time, and he still was able to put up those numbers while fighting the U.S. I mean, that's good, but not quite enough numbers overall compared to some of the others on this list. But he's still a solid top three. He's top three, so that's nothing to complain about. What's your number two, Braden?
My number 2 is Fidel Castro.
Hmm. I mean, he had a really long career. Really long career, had that intense rivalry with the U.S. I mean, he had them panicking for a while in the 60s. Cuban Missile Crisis. He was not to be played with back in his prime. Prime Castro was one of the best, I will say. But he fell off. He fell off way later in his career, and I mean, he's not even on my list.
He's an all-timer. It's no
I
question.
mean, he just had that Linsanity run in the early 60s. But my number two, you already know, Joseph Stalin. I mean, he has arguably one of the highest kill counts in history. It's between, him and Mao Zedong as far as kill counts go. He had a extremely long career putting up all kinds of those numbers. And he's he is one of the best. He's one of the best, but when you stretch those numbers out over a really long career, it gets kind of diluted. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
But he still had the KGB on everybody. You know, he I mean, when you hear KGB, you instantly think, oh, I'm going to die. I'm going to die. I mean, they will find you if you talk bad about Joseph Stalin. I mean, that's crazy. Then you'll have to mine Siberian salt with a hat made out of your wife's head or some shit. That was hardcore.
The fuck?
But all right, it's time. Everybody's waited long enough. We got to hear your number one, Braden.
Roman Reigns.
Oh, jeez.
Roman Reigns is my number 1 dictator of all time. And I acknowledge my tribal chief. That's all I will say.
I mean it's an odd pick, but you'd see he
Number
is a
1 dictator of all
WWE
time.
superstar. He's a WWE superstar. What can you say? How many times has he
Pretty
won the
much.
title now?
A lot.
There you go. That's good numbers. But my number one pick is one that you would not expect. But this man had an insane career. I mentioned him in last week's episode. If you remember whose name I said, then you'll know that my number one is Pol Pot. Pol Pot is the number one greatest dictator of all time. Because this man, him and the Khmer Rouge pull up in Cambodia in 1975, basically just overnight. It's like everybody needs to get the fuck out of the cities. We're going back to agrarian society. If you're an intellectual, if you wear glasses, if you're a doctor, if you're anything other than a farmer, then just you're dead. You're done. Killed. Gone. And bullets are too expensive, so we're just gonna kill you with a fucking pickaxe. And he
The
did
fuck,
all
man?
of this. He did this shit within a 4-year span. 4-year span, he pulled off all this shit. Killed hundreds of thousands to millions of Cambodian citizens. It It's insane. That is an insane run. That nobody
Oh my
talks about when
God.
we're mentioning dictators. And I mean, he's got a song. He's got a song, "Holiday in Cambodia" by the Dead Kennedys. I mean, come on. I mean, and then the craziest thing about it all, he fucking got away with it. The dude fucking got away with it. Like he was not. I don't believe he served any time for what he did. The fact that he got away with it is nuts. I mean, Stalin also got away with it, but
Did he though?
it wasn't such, flashy in your face moves like Pol Pot was. I mean, that's crazy. I'm honestly thinking about just completely editing this segment out because otherwise the show's just going to go off the air. But I mean, that would be fitting. That would be a fitting end to the show, just get completely canceled. And then at that point I would set out I would have achieved what I set out to do, and that's just make the most off the rails NR podcast and then get canceled. Go out in a blaze of glory.
I am so fucking confused right now. You have no idea.
What do you mean?
I am so fucking confused right now. You have no idea.
What are you confused about? What do I have to explain to you, Braden? Come on, it's pretty self-explanatory.
I don't know.
But we're about to reach the 1 hour mark on this episode, and well, I think we've yapped enough for one episode.
That was a good one.
Yeah, that was. It's either going to be the best episode or the worst episode. Fans are either going to look upon this very fondly, and like, oh man, it's guys being dudes talking about dictators and nuclear bombs and stuff, and then other people are going to be
Guys
like,
being dudes.
what the fuck is wrong with you, and never watch the show again. But Braden, thanks for coming on the show. Is there anybody you want to shout out before we go off?
Well, of course, I got to shout out Connor Spradling.
Yeah, shout out Connor Spradling, who's been listening in on us this whole time in the recording studio. Which shout out to Connor Spradling. He graciously let me borrow the Kona 2 Productions recording studio for the second week in a row now. So props to him. Shout out Kona 2 Racing. Shout out the Kona 2 cast. Of course, I'm going to include a link to their podcast in the description below. And yeah, anybody else you want to shout out, Braden?
Well, obviously I have to shout out Jeff Gordon, Dale Earnhardt, Michael Waltrip, Dale Earnhardt Jr., Martin Truex Jr., and Harry Gant.
Shout out Harry Gant, for real. We love Harry
Shout
Gant.
out Harry Gant.
Shout out Harry Gant. Skull car, Skull number 33. Shout out him.
And right before we go off here, I want to ask you one more question.
Sure, go ahead.
Left or right Twix?
Oh.
Hold on,
bullshit you can't just drop a bomb like this at the end of the episode.
Well, I just did.
Right
I just
Twix.
fucking did because you said because I'm a fucking good guest. That's why I do this shit. I fucking do this shit. I make this happen.
I mean, the thing is, Left Twix has caramel, poured onto it, whereas Right Twix has caramel cascaded onto it. I mean, they both have their pros and cons, but me personally, I gotta go Right Twix.
That's just wrong. It's just wrong. I cannot believe you just said that.
I mean,
cannot believe you
right
just
Twix.
fucking said
There's
that.
nothing wrong with Right Twix.
I'm on my. You know what? I'm fucking sick of your shit tonight. I'm fucking sick of your shit.
What did I do? What did I do? All I
I'm fucking sick of your shit. I'm fucking sick of your shit, man. I'm sick of your shit, man. I'm fucking sick of it.
Man, well then,
I'm fucking
get
out of
out.
here, man. I'm
Get
fucking
out.
out of here.
Get
I'm
the
fucking
fuck
out
out
of
of
here,
my
man. Get the
studio,
fuck
man.
out of here.
This is my. Wait, hold on. My studio. No, get it. He fucking left. Bra- Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know what I'm doing anymore. He was Braden Koriath. I'm Tristan Grace. This has been the McBasketcast. So long. We'll see you next week.